Hello traders, Akil here with this week's T2T live room review. First I want to apologize for not putting out one last week. I got really busy at the end of the week between our track and field season starting. If you guys don't know, I also coach track and field at a local university, and just being out of town at the end of the week. With that being said, there wasn't much going on. We're in what we call the Dog Days of August, and what that means is a lot of traders are either on vacation with school starting soon, and basically the volume has been sucked out of the market, making for not a lot of opportunities. You'll see a lot of sideways movement, you'll see a lot of patterns form but never really complete, and basically our trading equity curve in the room has been pretty similar to the market. We've been trading in the channel. We've been bouncing between being down a little bit to break even, then up a little bit, then back to break even, then down a little bit. So we've been going up and down. So we're trying to weather this storm. And today we actually had a good opportunity. Now again, we had one loser and one winner, but today's winner presented a pretty cool example. Now I'm looking on the Aussie dollar 5-minute chart, and first of all, let's go out to a higher time frame, 60-minute. Here's what we first identified in the room. We have a bat pattern completion, looking at X to A to B, B to C, and then C to D coming up here to our 886. Now the problem with this for me is if I draw my Fibonacci retracement in from our X to A leg, bring in our minor Fibonacci point, which is our 50%. Now bring our 886 in as well, just to show you guys where it ends at. Bang. You'll see that we didn't quite hit the 50% retracement. We came within 2 pips based on my data and my charting. And again, for you guys that have been with me for a while or have been following me, you know that I need these Fibonacci points to either be hit or not hit. I don't have a gray area. I don't have a zone. If it's hit, it counts as a pattern. If it's not hit, it doesn't. So unfortunately, this didn't count as a bat pattern for me. But what we did was, in the live room today, zoomed down to a lower time frame. We went to the 15, we went to the 5, and here's what we noticed. On the 5, by the time the live room opened, we were about right here, and you can see we actually had multiple double tops. We had double top opportunity here, which happened before my trading hours. Market retraced, came back for a 26.18 opportunity. Now again, I wasn't trading then, so I got involved in the market basically right around 8 o'clock, right around this here, right around this candle. And what I was looking for was another 26.18 opportunity. So I saw this structure level get broken, market retrace, break the next structure level, and I was waiting for the market to come right back into this 105 even handle and look for a shorting opportunity. Now as you watch the market throughout today's session, we bounced all over the place, eventually getting up here. And normally this would be called a kiss of death type trade, where the market retests our original double top. But unfortunately, we did break and close above structure, which just by my structure-based rules tells me, hey, if we get a candle that breaks and closes above structure, then I'm thinking the market's going to continue long. However, this was a great chance to use kind of a reverse top-down analysis. Now usually when we talk top-down analysis, I'm going down from a 4-hour chart to a 60-minute chart to a 15 to a 5 to get a clearer trading view. On this particular pair, remember, our original trading time frame was the 15 or was the hourly, either or. And I originally went down to the 5-minute to get a better view and hopefully a better entry on this market. So although that candle broke and closed above on the 5-minute, when I zoomed out to my original trading time frame, our wick came right back down, and we actually closed right up here around 105.16, giving us, if I can grab it, there we go, giving us triple tops. So looking at 1, 2, 3 with RSI divergence down here the whole time. So I entered at market right here, and we actually took it short and got a 2 target winner. Target 1 being a retest of our retest of the structure level of this wick down here around 104.87s, somewhere around there, and then target 2 being the actual target 1 of our bat pattern, which would have came in right at our B leg, and you can see the market just nipped that area. Now, of course, I told traders in the room, hey, if you want, you can trade this outright as a bat pattern, and you just missed it, taking target 1s off here and then trailing target 2s either down to this area or maybe using a 127 Fibonacci inversion, any of the target taking techniques that we go over in the class. But either way, it was a good opportunity and a great chance to show you how you can kind of use reverse top-down analysis to keep you in a trade without breaking your rules. Just to piggyback off the first half of the video, this week has been a very slow week, and I've been literally trading back and forth. One winner, one loser, one winner, one loser, making me about 50% or just on 50% for the week. Now, 50% is usually a number, and when I say 50%, I mean a 50% win percentage. That's usually the number I'm at historically, but it usually comes a different way. Usually we'll have a streak of winners followed by a streak of losers, then win-loss, and another streak. And again, this week we've been just like the market. We've just been channeling a winner, a loser, a winner, a loser. And I make it sound like it's a bad thing, but it's really not, because it gives a great example of why to set up a good risk-reward profile as a trader. And if we just take a look at the 4 trades we placed this week, if we take a look at the 2 losses, and just imagine we're trading 2 positions. So your 2 positions could be anything you want. It could be 2 micro lots, or 2 mini lots, 2 standard lots, 20 standard lots, whatever you want. But just imagine that you have 2 positions. You're taking half your position off at target 1 and your second half off at target 2. And if we take a loss, then you're just losing both positions fully at your stop loss. Now, on the losses we had this week, our first loss was minus 14. So you times that by 2, we're looking at minus 28 pips for the trade total. Our second loss was minus 18. So we're looking at minus 36 for the trade total. We add up 28 plus 36. We're looking at a loss of 64 pips on those 2 trades. Now, if you look at our winners, our first winner had a target 1 of 25 and a target 2 of 43, giving us 68 pips for that trade total. Our second winner had a target 1 of 23 and a target 1 of 42, giving us 65 pips for that trade total. Now, if you add those 2 winners up and you take our losses, you'll see that even though we've been 50%, even though we've had, winner, loser, we're still up 69 pips. And, for a slow market, I'll take that. If we're moving in the right direction, that's a plus for me. I'm in no need to try to do a 100 pip trade and force some stuff to happen. Sometimes you have to accept what the market's giving you. And if you can find a way to still be profitable during that, during these dog days of August, then you're on the right track. So that's about it for this week. I'm actually heading out today down to Kansas City. We have a few events going on between this week and next week. First, so we have the mastermind meetings Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe, and then we have the big live event next week, which is going to be pretty cool. We're actually going to have traders down in Kansas City at the Triple Threat Trading Headquarters, basically trading live with us in the markets. So it's going to be an awesome experience to do that. Now, I'll try to keep you guys as updated as possible, and by that I'm not going to sneak a camera in and secretly record everything that we do. But for you guys that don't know, I do have a blog or a website. It's www.ratiotradingmentor.com. And if I do get some free time, which I have a feeling I may not, they usually keep me pretty busy, but if I do, then I'll gladly take the time to write a few pieces about my experience, my takeaways, and basically what's going on. And we'll see. No promises, but there will be no live room review next week. Again, I'll be out of town, but I will see you the week after. And if I get the time, hey, maybe I will throw throw together something. So take care, traders. Good luck with the end of August, and I'll see you in September.